Hello. Thank you for your interest in the medical program at McGill University. This is a quick audio and visual guide to help you with completing your online application. Once you've completed this step, you will have access to the Minerva system and be able to upload your support documents. Are you already a McGill student? Or did you graduate from a program at McGill? Then you can use your student ID to log into the Minerva system and create your application using the applicant menu. If at any time you require assistance with the web app, you can use the help function found at the top right corner of each page, or contact Enrollment Services at 514-398-7878. You can also consult our online guide at www.mcgill.ca/applying/apply/guide. Let's get started. To access the online portal, go to horizon.mcgill.ca and click on Apply Now. Here, you will need to create a login ID and PIN. Your login ID and PIN can contain any combination of letters, numbers, and selected punctuation. Your login ID must be at least 5 characters long, while your PIN must be at least 6 characters long and contain at least 1 number and 1 letter. For security reasons, it's important to pick a PIN that's hard to guess. If you've already applied to McGill, but you were not admitted, you must create a new login ID and PIN. The login ID and PIN are only used for this part of the application process. Once you complete the online application and pay your application fee, you will be assigned a McGill ID number. But more on that later. You need to use the same login ID and PIN every time you log on to the web app, so be sure to write down your login ID and PIN and keep them somewhere safe. Next, you will be asked to provide some basic biographical information, such as your name and date of birth. Any field marked in red is mandatory to complete. Here you will enter your citizenship information, your highest level of education, and select your application type. Remember that in order to apply to the MDCM program at McGill, you need to have completed a bachelor's degree. If you are in the final year of your bachelor's degree, be sure to select bachelor's degree/equivalent, as this is your anticipated level of education. If you are applying to the Med-P program, you must be in your final year of studies at a cégep in Quebec and should select cégep DSC as your level of education. To apply to any of the medical programs at McGill, including the non-traditional program and the International Medical Graduate Program, in the application type box, choose undergraduate/professional. In the term box, choose fall. International medical graduates applying to the 2-year Advanced Studies program should select the term summer. The following page refers to the mature student policy. Since the Faculty of Medicine does not recognize mature student status, please select No, then click on Continue. When entering your program choice, if you are applying to the 4-year medical program, MDCM, select Faculty of Medicine in the faculty or school field, select MDCM in the program field, and finally, select Medicine in the major or subject field. You can make up to 2 program selections, but you can only apply to 1 MDCM program. Exceptionally, if you are a Quebec resident with a medical degree from outside of Canada, you can apply to both the 4-year MDCM program and the 2-year IMG program with advanced standing. After you click Continue, you will enter your address and a valid email. Your email address is essential, since the university will be sending important information related to your application to this account, including notifications on tracking the status of your application, missing documents, and the admissions decision. Next, we will ask you to provide us with some personal information. If you're a resident of the province of Quebec with a permanent code issued by the Ministère de l'Éducation, du Loisir et du Sport du Québec, MELS, you must enter it here. This is not your Medicare card number. The permanent code is found on Quebec high school and cégep transcripts and on transcripts from some Quebec universities. If you are not a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada, you need permission from the provincial and federal governments to study at McGill. Click on the help link in the top right-hand corner for more information. Have you been out of school for more than 3 months? If so, you'll need to include details about your employment, volunteer work, and other activities. This information will not be used to assess your admissibility for the medical program. Once you have access to your Minerva checklist, you will have to submit a separate CV document based on the template provided on our website. If you are planning on submitting a letter of extenuating circumstance, you must indicate yes on this page in order for your request to be considered. Checking this box does two things. 1. It allows the office to promptly identify applications requiring extenuating circumstance requests and process them in a timely manner. And 2, it triggers a checklist item in your web application, permitting you to upload a PDF document in Minerva. You can find out more about our extenuating circumstances policy by going to www.mcgill.ca/med-admissions/applying/extenuating-circumstances. Be sure to fill out this page if you would like to give someone else permission to inquire about your application on your behalf. If you choose yes to the question, "Did you attend a Quebec cégep or college?" you will be prompted to enter your education history here. Remember, if you're applying to the Med-P program, it's mandatory to be in your last year of studies at a Quebec cégep or college. For applicants with a cégep level of education or lower, you will be asked to complete your high school history in lieu of your university history. An undergraduate degree is mandatory in order to be eligible for the MDCM program. When entering your test information, if you're submitting a TOEFL or ielts score for proof of English proficiency, or AP exam or A-level results for your basic science prerequisites, you will have to upload a scanned version of your test scores to your Minerva checklist. IMG applicants must give permission to have their MCCEE test scores released to the Office of Admissions via the Medical Council of Canada's web portal. Go to physiciansapply.ca. The MCAT may be required, optional, or not applicable, depending on your applicant category. Please consult our MCAT policy on our website. Any scores that are entered on this page are not considered official. Where applicable, be sure to release your scores, such as your MCAT or CASPER score, to the university and upload copies of your test results where indicated on your checklist in Minerva. All applicants to the medical program at McGill, including the Med-P and IMG programs, are required to complete a CASPER test. Therefore, you should leave the box marked "I have no tests to report" blank. To determine whether you qualify as a Quebec resident or which applicant category to apply under, be sure to check our website at www.mcgill.ca/med-admissions/applying/categories. If you need to go back and change your information in the application form, go to the confirmation page and use the links on the left side of the screen to navigate to the sections that you need to change. If you selected the wrong program choice, you will have to start a new application, but you can use the same login ID and PIN. Simply select Create a New Application. Once you click Submit, you will be asked to enter payment information. The credit card used to pay your application fee does not need to be in your name. If you do not have your own credit card, a relative or guardian's card will be accepted. Once you've paid your application fee, you should receive a confirmation email, as well as your 9-digit McGill ID number. Your McGill ID number will grant you access to Minerva. The web app system cycles on weeknights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This means that it may take up to 48 hours to receive your confirmation email. If you don't receive a confirmation email within 48 hours, you should contact Service Point. Be sure to check your email regularly, including your junk mail folder, since we will be sending you updates on the status of your application to the address you've provided. We also appreciate you including your McGill ID number in your correspondence with the admissions office. Thank you for following along with us. If you have any other questions, go to mcgill.ca/medadmissions/applying/help.